Oh, buddy. Alright, so I still had my stream key entered. Apparently OBS wants to be my friend this morning because we got several things to discuss, as well as some good news about my personal life. I recently purchased a vehicle, and I'm excited. I can't take the webcam down there to show you guys, but if you want, I'll upload a vehicle tour on the Twitter/Patreon. So just let me know. Is anyone... We got anyone in the chat box? Let me check that right quick. Oh, yep, we got Ryan Williams. What's up, buddy? You passed the Noti Squad test. Let's see how many else has the Noti Squad. This is a surprise. Oh yeah, by the way, happy early Halloween Eve. All Hallows Eve. We're going to be doing some creepy storytelling. Good morning. We'll be starting very quickly. No, we'll be starting very quickly is what I meant to say. Hopefully no one craps their pants. Yeah, so yeah, there's that. Alright, so let's see what's up. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's say what's up to you guys. A shout out to Alexandria. Gothor. Fuck, you told me how to say it and I can't. Okay, let me watch my language. You told me how to say it and I can't. Gothor? Right? I know it's got goth in it because I kept saying Gaith and that wasn't it. Bubba Husky, Chris Mason, L Dog E, Helen L, Lady Warrior of House Brady, Mel of Winterfell, Oscar. Oh god, I'm gonna butcher this. Echevarria Rodriguez, Ryan Williams, and Tito Iracunda. How are y'all doing? Nathan Schwartz. Shout out to the drowned god of tits and wine. Shout out to... Is there anyone else that just joined in? And Ryan. Shout out to Bessie Vav. And Eduardo Blanco. Anyone else? Is there anyone else that I missed? Gothier. Okay. Okay, I was saying it right. Gothier? I got you. Okay, so let's do this. Hello, it's my face. Hello and welcome to Sad Hunts Reviews. We've got a, well, I'm feeling fucking good this morning. I don't know about you guys. No work today. No work tomorrow either. Halloween off. It's going down. I might go trick-or-treating with my nephew and my niece. I don't know. Maybe not. They tend to go with a rowdy bunch of kids, and that kind of annoys me a little bit, so I may or may not do that. But we will be discussing Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. I don't know why I just did that accent, but nah, on some real shit. Stranger Things 2, fucking amazing. Really good show, and if you haven't seen it yet, please go do so, because I've been giving you guys time before I start dropping videos. I've already made like 2 videos on that show. One of them, well, one of them that I haven't done yet, it's gonna be 3 total, maybe 3 or 4. I don't know. It depends on how many you guys want me to do. But one of them will be an hour-long podcast. Me and my girlfriend. She's watched the first season, and I think she's catching up on the second season. So hopefully she'll hurry up and finish watching that, and then we can record that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It's hard to try to do something with other YouTubers, so it's easier to do something with someone who lives in my house. You know what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, we got that. On to the Game of Thrones news. Speaking of which, I got this pretty little Halloween kitty over here, and he wants to say hello. Hang on a second, let me go grab him. He's like eating his paw right now. God, dude. Don't bite me. Don't bite me, little boy. Don't bite me, little boy. Oh yeah, look at the little Halloween kitty. Hello, little Halloween kitty. You're famous, dude. You got 29,000 fans. They all subscribed just for you. You know why? Because you're the precious little boy. This is how I hold him. He fucking hates it now, but he used to love it when he was a baby. You just hold him like this and you give him little kisses. He loves kisses. He does this thing where he puts his paw on your face like, enough. Enough, bro. Alright, so yeah, let's get started. Let's see, did I miss any new people that just joined in the chat? I don't think so. Alright. So yeah, we'll take some Q&As here in a second. But, major Game of Thrones Season 8 news. Okay, so this is coming from courtesy of Watchers on the Wall. This article will be linked down below in the description. You can go check it out for yourself and read it for yourself and peruse it for yourself. Also, write comments down below because I'm sure they love y'all's feedback. But anyway, let's see. The title of the article is Game of Thrones Season 8 deploys huge siege engines for a likely battle sequence. Okay, skimming the news here, skimming the article. Basically an entirely new set is being built, and the only places that have that are Winterfell and Castle Black. So it's a pretty big deal that they're constructing this new set. Watchers on the Wall commentator Apollo brought these new photos to our attention, taken by Northern Irish reporter Paulo Ross, which not only show the trebuchet, but also offer a much better sense of the distribution of the new castle set. Here's a closer look. Let's click on that for a zoomed in shot. I don't know if I can really call it a zoomed in shot, but it looks like we have a giant tent over the area. It's gonna be pretty fun. So real quick, you guys let me know in that chat box, what do you think this set that they're building are? Do you think it's I think it could potentially be another northern castle, maybe even the first place where the Night King hits. The reason why they have to build a new set is because hopefully the battle lasts for like 2 episodes. I've been wanting, like, there should not be any restrictions on season 8 of Game of Thrones. It's the last season. You can't skip battle scenes. It's not gonna fucking work. You can do that in season 2. I mean, you can argue that you can even do it in season 7, but season 8, we need to see every fucking detail. If for some reason the characters decide to shave their legs mid-episode, show it. Show it on screen. Don't just talk about it. Show the shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to see all of that. Not that I'm saying I want to see a character shave their legs. That's kind of weird, but I'm just saying that's the idea behind it. Like, we need to see it all. I want to see everything. Yes, and the Watchers on the Wall, the person who wrote this is actually Luca Nieto, and I think I met him at Con of Thrones. Once again, plugging Con of Thrones for the millionth time. Make sure y'all go check it out. Con of Thrones 2.0 will be in Dallas, Texas. In May. I think it starts May 25th. I'm not sure, but either way, that is also linked down below in the description. But yeah, they're saying, judging by the shipping containers around it, the trebuchet appears to be 25 feet high. Let's see if I can click on this to get a picture of it. I don't really see the trebuchet. Maybe I should have read the article before doing this. I see a giant crane though. Hang on. Let me scan this real quick. Scanning. I guess it's over here somewhere in dead center of the frame. I don't know. But yeah, so that's a massive trebuchet. I don't know if it would be a Northern Kingdom that would have something like that. What it could be is just a new Winterfell set. Like, maybe they're going to be showing so much of Winterfell, they have to craft a new one. Which is why I actually titled this live stream, A Battle at Winterfell. The main reason being is because, like, yes, we already have a set for Winterfell, but if we're showing more of it, you know, we need to have, like, you know, a new part of it that we've never seen before. Not necessarily never seen, but something... Maybe parts that they would usually CG, they're going, and I say CG because CGI is not, like, the correct way of saying it, if I'm not mistaken. It's like computer-generated imagery. Let's see what does CG stand for? Let's see. What does CG, oh, no, let's do CGI stand for. Because I've always, like, all the pros, they call it CG. But, I mean, I guess it is CGI. Yeah, I was right. Computer-generated imagery. Special visual effects created using computer software. Let's see what CG stands for. Coast Guard. Oh, man, Mark, you're an idiot, dude. Yeah, so the Coast Guard is going to be making up the Winterfell set. No, let's see. Though the trebuchet is near the new castle set, is currently not in the exact same location. Hang on, my kitten's scratching at the door, which in his language means that he wants to get out. What my other cat does, the fat one, he goes, meow, and then I know to let him out. But this dude likes to scratch up my fucking carpet, so let me let him out. See you later, sir. Goodbye. Goodbye. Y'all remember the good old days of AOL, where you would log off of AOL, and they would be like, goodbye. Was that AOL, or was it something else? I don't even know. Holy shit, we got I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream. I thought it was probably loud as fuck in you guys' ears. I'm sorry. We got a super chat from Miss Erin Habig. She says, exciting news. Hell yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Just back to work, stopping in to say hello. Well, thank you for stopping by, and not to worry, this will be uploaded later for you to watch. Well, it's actually being uploaded now, so it'll be, you can just go back and watch whenever you get a chance. But thank you for stopping by, and thank you again for the super chat. Just Chris. Okay, let's do some new shoutouts. We got some new people joining us, and I am not neglecting the chat. There's no reason to. Not that I had a reason before, but sometimes there's a lot of people in here, so it's hard to get to all. Okay, so anyway, shout out to Amber Lynn McKay. You need to be a moderator. I don't know why you are not a moderator, madam. Where are you at? You are a patron, so that alone qualifies you to be a moderator. Where are you? There you are. There you are, add moderator. Sorry, I'm in a really good mood this morning, and if I'm being annoying, I'm sorry. Come back and watch me when you're in a good mood. How about that? How about that? I'm just saying in general, if there's anyone out there watching me and they're annoyed by my energy right now, by my energy, my synergy, just check back in when you're having a good day, just like me. I've been having some shitty days the past like week, almost 2 weeks, and today is not one of those. It's a good day. I worked on my truck, and working on that, you know, it's almost like an investment, because I put a lot of money into this damn vehicle, and, you know, still have issues, but it's a daily driver. It's going to get me from my job to home, and then back to my job, and then to home, and maybe even a road trip. I don't know. I might, if I can get this car in good enough condition, I might drive down to Dallas. Like, I've never been on a road trip by myself, so it would be, you know, something really fun to do. Alright, so yes, the participants on the chat, people that we didn't get before. Shout out to Amberlyn McKay. Shout out to Carlos Ceralisi. God, I butchered that name. Shout out to Big E. Shout out to Charlie Chua. Shout out to Cheryl Morris. L Dog E. Hi, I'm Allison. Ivan Shishmanov. Just Chris. Mario Rodriguez. And I think I got everyone else. Alright. Okay, so continuing. And shout out to Justin Duvall. What's up, Sir Hunts? Love your channel. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna start. Let that shit flow. Positive vibes. And here, hell yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just good news. I'm like, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. It was my favorite holiday as a child. I don't have any kids myself, so the joy hasn't been, you know, brought back into it. But I do like, you know, I just like the spirit of it. It's like you get to put on a mask and pretend to be someone else. You know, what's not to like about that? I don't know who I'm gonna be yet. And I don't even know if I'm going to do anything. If I don't, I'm going to be live streaming here on YouTube. Like, I'll probably do like a 6-hour live stream with you just hanging out with y'all. Alright, so yes, with each new photo, we form a better picture of what this new set is supposed to be. Initial reports suggested that the sequences set here would involve a controlled fire. 2 massive defensive walls seem to headline this elaborate set, and now a siege engine has materialized nearby. It very much look like a castle is going to be sieged in Season 8, and the sequence will be big enough to warrant a battle. Okay, so I don't really think we're going to be getting any inner conflict with Westeros this season. I think it's all going to be the Night King. I can't even say that with a straight face. No, that's probably Cersei. Cersei's probably got the Golden Company up her sleeve, and she's gonna drop, and she's probably gonna attack where Daenerys and Jon are not going to have all their troops at Winterfell. That would be the smart thing, but I don't think they can house everyone. So what Cersei may do is find out about this and then send the Golden Company. Obviously, she's not going to go up north herself. She probably won't even leave King's Landing this season. I don't even know if she's going to die. Like, I really don't. I look at it like this. You can't have all of the bad characters that we hate have die. No, because then it wouldn't be a bittersweet ending. It would be mostly sweet. Like, if we lost every single character that we hate, which at this point in the show, there's not very many left because everyone's coming together. So you can't really find, or at least me anyway, I can't really find a reason to hate them. But literally, it's just Cersei. And I don't even really hate Euron because he was so badass in episode 2. You know what I mean? He didn't really have anything else in the season, but episode 2 was fucking awesome. He did add a few crowd boners and dragon boners, which were funny. But out of all the people that we're supposed to hate, Cersei's like the only one. And I feel like if she dies, then and we lost like Jon or Daenerys, not both of them, but one or the other. You know, Jon's already died, so it wouldn't be that much of a shock to have him die again. If Daenerys dies, that would probably be the one episode where I would cry. I've never cried on ever for any TV show. But if Dany dies, I'm gonna be sad. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, nah. I mean, I feel like prediction for season 8, Cersei will survive. She will be around until the very end. Like literally, she will be one of the last people left alive. I honestly think that this siege battle, you know, this could be, I don't think she's gonna siege Winterfell. She'd be fucking stupid if she did that. Reason being is because we know that Daenerys and Jon are there, and they also have Dothraki, savage warriors with him, wildlings with him, northern men, like all types of, you know, it just wouldn't make sense for her to siege there. So if Dany, maybe they siege Dragonstone, maybe Daenerys left some troops back there because ultimately she wants to like rule her kingdom from there, and she wanted to make sure, you know, Cersei didn't take it because it is on an island, and we do know that zombies can't swim. So maybe that's our contingency plan. If all else fails, she will jet back down to Dragonstone. If that's the case, then holy shit, good job Cersei. Or good job Daenerys. But I don't know. I mean, you can't really to be completely honest, you can't tell yet. You know, it's just too much wood and too much metal. There's no like paint or anything on it, so you can't really tell. I mean, there's like a little bit of white paint, I guess, over here. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, but there's like a skyjack, which are fucking not fun to be on, by the way. I have a fear of heights. I worked construction from 18 to 19, and it wasn't real construction. It was metal framework. So basically, we would go and put up the framework for people to come in and install drywall. It was fun as shit because we got to use like sawzalls and sledgehammers to break down the old drywall, but it wasn't like real construction. Like I wasn't carrying around beams and shit with a hard hat. I did wear a hard hat actually, but either way, we used to have to use those skyjacks when we would have to get up and like wipe windows. We were kind of like the cleaning crew. Like we would set up for the real people to come in and do their job. But anyway, I used to have to get on those at least once or twice a day. And once it's fully extended, it is so wobbly. Like, oh my God. And then the person I would always go with, he knew that I had a fear of heights. So he would just jerk it suddenly. So I'd be like, fuck, man, what the hell? And you get this like little attachment to put on your waist. Like that's really going to hold you. I'm like, dude, if I fall, that's 185 pounds. 6 feet of man falling to the ground. This little fucking cable is not gonna hold me. Yeah, I gave myself an extra inch. I'm just saying, like, who doesn't, you know? I didn't give myself any extra weight, though. If anything, I might have taken away from how much I actually weigh. But either way, let's see, what other Game of Thrones news do we have to discuss? But before we do that, let's take some questions from the chat. Want to buy my kids? No, thank you. I like having some money. I know kids are like, oh, it's all gone out the window. All right. Okay, so this is from Cheryl Morrison. She says, are the castle for Umbers or Karstarks for battles there? That's what I was thinking. It could be another northern castle. Like, it could be the Last Hearth or a castle that's more northern than Winterfell. The Last Hearth is. It could be one of those, and it definitely could be, because if the battle's going to be long, we've never seen it but when they went there to ask for help. So actually, I don't even think we've seen the Last Hearth at all. Oh man, I always back myself into these corners where I say some shit I'm unsure about, and then I end up being wrong, and then I look stupid. All men add in chess your girlfriend's people. What house will stand after all of this? Yeah, so start putting in some questions, then we'll go to the next article from Watch on the Wall. I'll answer 5 more questions. So this will be the first one. What house will be left after all this? House Targaryen. I know House Stark. Obviously, Sansa, Arya, Jon, and Bran are all not going to die, but Jon is like, you know, Jon's House Targaryen. Like, yes, he's a member of House Stark. He was raised as a Stark, but after season 7, he's officially, like, he's been a Targaryen his entire life. He's been next in line for the Iron Throne his entire life. Those kind of revelations, you can't just let them settle and then be like, yeah, no, I'm actually a full-on Targaryen, but you know what? I'm Stark. So, I would say House Targaryen for sure. House Stark for sure. As far as minor houses, I can't see them killing Lyanna Mormont. If they do, damn, that's brutal. But, you know, so yeah, we'll have House Mormont. I don't think they're going to kill her and Jorah. So there'll be one of them left. I think Jorah is pretty much going to die. He's like guaranteed. Him, Grey Worm, Missandei. I don't want to do my season 8 death predictions, but it's kind of obvious which way, you know, we're going to lean. Which basically anyone, if you haven't been in the show since episode 1, probably going to die. Oh, shout out to Daughter of Ice and Fire. Q&A, do you think Tyrion will survive the series? Yeah, I feel like he will in George's novels, and I feel like just because of that, he has to in the show. He may be, if Jon and Dany both die, which God forsake that, if it does happen, I could totally see Tyrion being like the best for Westeros. Like literally, Westeros needs him. Tyrion has been raised to be a leader. He's a Lannister, like, so he's got that name, you know, to be able to do it. He's also got the backing. Like, yeah, he killed Tywin, but come on. In this day and age, when we pick up with a show, no one liked Tywin. And, you know, it can be argued that no one really fucked with him when he was handed the king for the Mad King. He did a lot of great shit. He built roads in Westeros. He, God, I love telling the story. But there's reports of this like baker dude in King's Landing who used to fill up bread with sawdust. Tywin found out about this and made him stop. So, you know, Tywin in the novels has done a lot of good shit. Like, yeah, he's awful, god awful to Tyrion, but he's done some good shit. But yeah, so like, I feel like the people of Westeros aren't gonna hold that over Tyrion. Like, if anything, they'll be like, thank you for killing him, he's an asshole. Oh shit, we just got another super chat. This is from Amberlynn McKay, and she says, voting yes for Halloween live stream. You're the best, sir, Mark. I love your energy. I love your energy as well, madam. Thank you for that super chat. So yes, I guess we'll be doing a live stream tomorrow. If I do go do something, if anything, I can just do a live stream from a telephone, from my cell phone. What I was gonna do for this live stream, then I was like, nah, I haven't gotten all my PC in. I mean, I get on my computer every day, but I haven't done a live stream from my computer in over a week, so I need to, you know, I need to show this. I don't know if you guys have commented. I haven't seen it in the chat, but how do y'all like my autumn background? Like, it's just straight chill. I had to go from the fireplace to this. Like, it is probably 43 degrees outside, and down here in the south, that is cold as a motherfucker. So, you know, I have my hoodie on indoors. That's how you know it's cold. I refuse to run the heat until the month of December. I know that sounds silly, but I'll use space heaters until then. And my fireplace, I have to crunch these numbers. I have to cut down on the bills. I pay $80 a month just for internet. My electricity bill for a 2-bedroom apartment should not be $137 a month. That just don't make no fucking sense. Our apartment is less than 1,000 square feet. So why are we having to pay? You know what I mean? So, you know, there's that. But yeah, but yeah, no, if I'm not at home, I will be doing one from my phone for sure. I think I might just go trick-or-treating with my nephew, my niece, and my little sister, and then they usually finish around 8 or 9, then I'll come back and do one. But we'll probably just be talking about scary stuff. Like, it won't even be Game of Thrones, it'll just be Halloween. Like, we'll talk about some scary shit from Game of Thrones, but it'll just be like ghost stories, and it'll be a lot of fun. I can like hold a flashlight under my face and just do it like this the whole time. That'd be funny. Greetings from Germany. Love your videos and your live streams. Thank you, Deadbeat. Thank you. I've never been to Germany, but I heard it is gorgeous. Rocket Man says, do we need to meet up? I'm like 40 miles away from... How do you know where I'm at? I'm just kidding. I've said it before. I would probably get really nervous. You can ask anyone who went to Counter Thrones last year and met me in person. I'm a fucking shy dude. Unless you piss me off, I'm shy. Like, I'm shy as shit. That's why I love sitting here in front of my camera. I can be myself, but, you know, around new people, I'm shy as a motherfucker. So, I'll be like, oh, man, I don't know. Helen says here in Vegas, it's still 80 degrees. What? What? Are you serious? Jesus. That's what, I mean, it was that temperature here last week, but, yeah, I don't know. There's that. We gotta... Nah, dude, save that money and the environment. Hell yeah. I look at it as I'm saving my wallet, but also, yes, it does, you know, using less electricity, especially in America, since we, like, just abuse it. You know, there's countries that live off of 1/4 of the power in one of our smallest states. For their entire country, almost 1 million people live off that same amount of power. So it's like, yeah. Alexandria Gothor says... Q&A is, if you could be anything for Halloween, no money limit, etc., what would you be? Well, the Night King, all the way. There's this badass Night King's mask from the HBO store. It's like $50, but it looks awesome. I don't know if it's just the pictures they have on it, but it looks awesome. I would totally be the Night King. I would probably wear that shit like every day. I don't know. I mean, it's a good like conversation starter. So if I'm just like walking into Food Line, going grocery shopping, someone sees me wear the Night King mask, you watch Game of Thrones? I have a Game of Thrones channel. Let's be friends. Let's make a podcast. High as shit. Lost in the background. Haha. Shout out from Ireland. Mochara. I think that might be Gaelic. I'm not sure. Thank you. thank you. Ireland is also gorgeous. God, we got a lot of. Okay. So that's why we. Okay, so since we're earlier, I'm assuming it's like about 6 or 7 over in England, right? I don't know about for all of Europe, but I think for England it's 6 hours ahead of me. So it should be right around the time you guys are getting off over there, and then everybody over here in America probably still at work. But don't worry, you can watch it later. We need some of that heat here in Wisconsin. Oh, I can imagine. You guys are freezing up there. I watched this show on Zagat. It's a YouTube channel. Molly Moker. She has this like food tripping with Molly, and she's from Wisconsin. I love her. I'm like in love with Molly Moker. But anyway, she's from Wisconsin and she talks about it. I love y'all's food up there. It's just meat and potatoes. You can't go wrong with that. Meat and potatoes. Not healthy by any means, but the food looks amazing up there. And the cheese. Oh, the cheese. It's like, who doesn't like cheese? If you don't like cheese, there may be something wrong with you. Lady Warrior of House Brady says, I'm shy too, but would really love to meet you if you go to Dallas. Texas is my home. Buy you a drink, and I totally understand the shy around strangers. You're an awesome guy. I love this cool weather. Oh, yeah. I will definitely be in Dallas, Texas at Con of Thrones 2.0. I have to. I'm hoping that I get some panels. I haven't seen Sue the Fury, the editor-in-chief of Watchers on the Wall. She's in charge of the panels. I told her specifically, I said, hey, ma'am, if you make any Daenerys panels, I call dibs. And she said, I'll keep that in mind. And I was like, score! So yeah, hopefully I get a couple Daenerys panels. I love talking about Emilia Clarke. Like, who would not? Oh my, like, I could just talk about her for days. Maybe not days, but for hours. For sure, for hours. If we sat here and reviewed her entire character from season 1 until season 7, totally. That's easily hours worth of material. Dude, I'm at school in the cafeteria. Sorry. I'm at home. I'm actually going to be going to school next year. I haven't enrolled myself yet, but I will. I will. There's no reason why I shouldn't. I'm almost 30 years old. I'm going to be 28 in January, y'all. 28. January 1st. I don't even know, man. Like, I'm already telling people I'm almost 30. Like, when people hear my voice over the phone, right, they're like, oh, this guy's like 17. This guy's like 18. There's no way he's a 30-year-old man. Then I get to the store. It's mainly auto shops. Like, I've been calling a million different auto shops around the area that I live in. And every time I get there, they're like, oh, you're the dude from the phone? Yeah, full fucking beard. I look like I'm almost 30, but my voice sounds like that of an adolescent. I can't even help it. Like, I'll try to talk deeper, but it just sounds stupid. I'll be like, hey, yo, what's good, baby? You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds dumb. It doesn't sound natural. So I use my regular voice. When I used to work at this trampoline park, and this woman would come in there. She brought her kids in all the time. She told me I sounded like Justin Timberlake. She said, you have a really high pitched voice, but don't get me wrong. Do you sing? I was like, no, I don't sing. I was like, I pretend to sing. I do karaoke. She's like, but you sound like Justin Timberlake. I was like, okay, that's the first time I ever heard that before. Hey, Sir Hunts, wondering where you at? Love your videos. Hello, Jewels Loves Dragons. I've just been going through a little bit, but not to worry. As of November 1st, Sir Hunts is back full fucking time. What is full time, you may ask? Well, last time I was full time, it was during season 7, and I did about 3 to 4 videos a week. So you can be kind of expecting that again. I'm not going to say there's going to be 3 videos, but you will be getting 3 uploads from me. So maybe 2 videos and a live stream, or 2 live streams and a video, or 2 videos and a podcast. You know what I mean? I just want to keep it fresh. And it may not be all about Game of Thrones. Now, I'm going to be honest. It's mostly going to be about Game of Thrones. But I've been thinking about making this podcast called Not GoT, which is basically not Game of Thrones. So we talk about anything that's not related to Game of Thrones. And I tried to do this the other day with another YouTuber, and the conversation got wrapped back around to talking about Game of Thrones. So I think that's hilarious, and I think it's the perfect name. It was like, we do this podcast called Not GoT, where we intentionally try not to talk about Game of Thrones, but then it always ends up going back to it, because you can relate it to almost anything. It's awesome. 27 in December, 37 years old, so you're a child next to me. Not really, only 10 years. 10 years is nothing. I've been out of high school for 10 years now, and it's just flown by. Literally, I don't even talk to some of the people that I was best friends with. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh, I had to get sad. No, it's just how it is. Some of those people that I don't fuck with are literally the exact same as they were in high school, and that's why I don't fuck with them. My voice is different than yours. People think I'm 30 when I'm really 14. What? No way. What? If I met Emilia or Jason, I'd be in shock and would probably freeze up and not be able to talk. Would love to get pics. Yeah, like, yo, I don't know. I don't even know what I people have asked me that before. Rocket Man, you've asked me that. What would I do if I ever got a chance to meet Emilia? I would probably look at her, smile, and just keep it moving because, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like as much as I talk about her, and I've gotten 6 million views about Game of Thrones here on YouTube, there's like a 25% chance that she maybe has seen some of my content. And if you see any of my videos, I go off in almost every single one of them about how attractive she is. I'm pretty sure she's probably creeped out by that. Like, if she sees it, she'll be creeped out. I don't know. But the background is dope. Your cat was the best. Also love your hair. It has its own character today. Oh, yeah. And believe it or not, I just watched it last night. I don't know what it is, like this, like, we have humidity really bad down here. So you mix that with the cold weather, it just does its own thing. I swear to you, I stopped fucking with a lot of people because they never grew up. I'm 32. So yeah, it's just crazy. Like, some people just don't change. And it's good that you can have people that don't change. If they were a good person and they didn't change, that's a good thing. But if you were a fucking fool in high school and you're still a fucking fool at almost 30 years old, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you doing with your life, bro? Get your shit together. Stop fucking around and do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. Literally, just Nike do it. All right, let's get back to Game of Thrones. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. It's one of my favorite movies. I like the second one better. It's Irish. Pal Mochara. It translates to friend or brother. Depends on the region. Great live session. Oh, well, thank you. Emilia would not be creeped out. She would be flattered. She's got a sense of humor. So I feel like, oh man, I don't even want to talk about that because it'll make me sound weird. But I feel like if I did somehow got a chance to be on like Game of Thrones and she was there, like we got to hang out, I'm pretty sure she would think I was funny because she's fucking funny. She's like hilarious. She can do accents and stuff. We would probably, all right, let's stop fantasizing about this. All right, so we're going to get back on focus here. Let's see, the next article we are going to be discussing from Watchers on the Wall. Sophia Turner and Emilia Clarke return to Belfast for Season 8 filming. Now, these articles are a few days old, but like I said, Watchers on the Wall will be linked down below in the description. If I haven't already done so, I will link it as soon as this live stream ends, and you can go check out these articles for yourself. Filming season is upon us, and Game of Thrones sightings are coming in fast and furious these days. I love the way Sue writes articles. She's the best. As reported earlier this week, Kit Harington, Liam Cunningham, Natalie Emmanuel. Why did I just have trouble with her name? Like, come on, I've said it like a million times. Gwendolyn Christie and more stars of the show were spotted on their way to Belfast, Northern Ireland, and out in the city that serves as Game of Thrones' home base. Just a few days on, and we have more sightings to report, including important ones. Sophie Turner has returned, and Emilia Clarke is also reported to be back in town for Season 8 filming. Okay, so this picture of Sophie and this guy over here, she looks like she is high as a fucking kite. Now, I don't know if she's hungover. I don't know if the picture was taken mid, like maybe she was in mid-blink or something, but she looks pretty high. Oh yeah, by the way, congratulations to Sophie Turner. She got engaged to one of the Jonas brothers. The Jonas? Nick? I think. I don't know. I might be naming Backstreet Boys now. I don't know, man. I don't know my boy bands. But either way, she got married to the bro she's been dating for like a year or whatever. That's pretty cool. I would do the same thing. Like, why would you not? Like, they're both young, but, I mean, it's Sophie fucking Turner. And I'm pretty sure Homeboy, if it's Joe or Nick or Brian or whatever the fuck his name is, I'm pretty sure he's a huge fan of the show. How could you not be? Like, how? I just don't understand that. Because, like, I was at a gathering of friends, like, a week ago, and we were talking about Game of Thrones, like we normally do. Mainly them asking me questions like, who's this character, or why did this character do that? Like, they don't, you know, they're not nowhere near as adept and know about stuff. They don't even remember half the characters' names, which is understandable, because if you're an average show watcher, you just watch the show as it comes out. You don't necessarily go back and rewatch shit. You're not going to know characters' names. There's too many characters to know. At the beginning of Stranger Things 2, I forgot everyone's name. The only one's name who I knew was Will Byers, because he's the main character, and then Mikey. So, you know, there's that. And then Demi Gorgon, you know. Obviously everyone knows Barb. She's got the red hair. She's like the Molly Ringwald kind of character. She's dead. Oh my god, spoiler alert. That's from season 1 though. Spoiler alert. Barb dies in season 1. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, forget I even said anything. But if you have, holy shit. Holy shit, she definitely got avenged this season. All right, let me stray. I just want to talk about Stranger Things. I cannot wait to start doing videos on that. All right, so yeah, Sophie Turner looking high. In the above set, that's not Ben Crompton. Where was that at? Posing with fans. I didn't see. I must have missed that picture. Where's he at? Oh, it's a group. Okay, cool. Look, there's Dolores Ed. Yo, he's dead. I don't even. Okay, so it's Joe Jonas. I got you. Okay, so that's the one that she married. All right, cool. So I think I said that. I don't know. I might have said John Jonas. I don't know. I don't know. Nah. Dolores Ed is dead. Like, I probably see him dying the first episode. Like, it sucks. It really does. He was one of John's best friends since, you know, season 1. He's had several moments. He's funny. He's a good dude, but he's probably going to be the first ones we see die. Him and maybe even Barrick, because I don't really see what Barrick has left other than connecting with John about them both dying. Oh, wait. He already did that in season 7. So, yeah. You know, obviously, Tormund's not going to die. Not the first episode, but the first time we see Dolores Ed, I'm pretty sure he's going to die that same episode. They're probably going to give him some scenes, too, like some really good scenes, so we can be like, oh, man, I love this character. I hope he makes it. And then that's how they do it. Speaking of which, has anybody been watching The Walking Dead? What the fuck has happened to that show? Like, the first episode, I was like, oh, okay, this might be good. Second episode, I'm like, why are they intentionally trying to confuse people? I've seen every single episode of The Walking Dead prior to season 7 5 fucking times, almost as much as Game of Thrones. Season 7, with the opening with killing Glenn and Abraham, the show will never get better than that. And I know that it's crazy and I'm saying that was good, but that was excellent writing. You know, we had to wait an entire year to find out what happened. Almost a year. No, not even, because Walking Dead ends in April. So we had to wait like 6 months. Nowhere near the amount of wait time for Game of Thrones. And then, you know, you have this amazing climax, which would be an awesome start to the final season. And then, you know what? They're going to stretch it out as far as they fucking can. They want to make as much money as possible. So the show is just been going downhill. Honestly, ever since they got rid of Frank Darabont in season 1. Like, season 1... And, I mean, season 2 was mostly boring because they were at the farm for the whole time. But season 1 was, like, literally the epitome of zombie television. You cannot get better than that. And I can go back and watch season 1 like it's a fucking 9-hour-long movie. I love season 1 of The Walking Dead. But anyway, Dolores Ed will be dying, most likely when we first see him. We've got Kit Harington posing from the side. It looks like someone... Can you imagine, like, How embarrassed would you be if you're trying to take a picture of this celebrity? You pretty much ruined any chances that you have of becoming friends with him. But I know for me, at least, if I'm like catching pictures like this off to the side, I'd probably do some slick shit where I'm be like, oh man, I'm trying to get bars. I'm just trying to get some service. I'm just trying to get a little bit of service, you know, popping up my phone here. I just want to get a little bit of service. I haven't looked at this chat in a while. Let me make sure. See if y'all are behaving yourselves over here. 9 degrees in England? Oh my gosh. Wait. Kylie, for real? Oh man, I'm so sorry. Have you really not seen the first season? Oh. Okay, keep spoilers out of the chat for Stranger Things. For the first season and for the second one. I'm so sorry. I really am. I didn't mean it. I thought everyone had seen it. I thought everyone here would have seen it. I'm sorry. Just forget that I said anything. I do apologize for that. Q&A, do you think Sandor and Brienne will hook up? Sandor and Brienne? Probably not. I can definitely see Brienne hooking up with Tormund, or maybe even Jaime. I want to see, I know it sounds weird, but I want to see her hook up with Jaime, because we never saw that. You know what I mean? Like, they were in the hot tub, we thought it was going to happen, but it didn't. We got to see part of her butt, but we didn't. I want to see how those legs go up and make an ass out of themselves. If that doesn't sound too chauvinistic, which honestly, I'm not saying anything that would like offend women. This is a fictional character and I'm attracted to the female species, so me expressing that shouldn't come across as chauvinistic, and if it does, for that I apologize. I'm all about feminism and women's rights. Like, obviously y'all should be able to do whatever the hell you want to do with your bodies, and if you want to walk around with no shirts on and free the nipple, why the fuck would anyone have a problem with that? I don't understand that. Why would you have an issue with that? Like, are you that uptight you can't handle that? Like, I would, oh my god, that's like my fucking dream. That's literally like a dream that I had when I was a teenager. Like, what? Women get to walk around like and not wear any tops? Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, I don't even want to turn this into a political discussion, but we could go there if you wanted to. I just have to make a new podcast. All right, so in the above Instagram set, you see Ben Crompton, dollar set, is also present posing with fans. So hopefully we'll see some exciting action at the wall with Ed this year. Hopefully it's not too exciting because I don't really want to see him die, but if he does, you know, we kind of can't. It's to be expected. Another cast sightings, we saw Kit Harington was seen at a restaurant in Belfast on Monday night. Oh, he looks lonely. Lonely Kit Harington. Where's Egret? Fans report seeing Emilia Clarke, Gwendolyn Christie, Ian Glenn arriving back in town Sunday along with Quit Harington. Yeah, let's call him Quit Harington. With only one unit working on Game of Thrones now and a smaller cast courtesy of some wildfire and executions, we're going to see big scenes, including a lot of cast members together. Well, yeah, they're all, I guarantee you, the first scene we see at Winterfell, Dany and Jon are already going to be there. So all those characters that we've been waiting to see each other, such as Jorah and Lyanna, they're going to see each other. I can't wait. I'm super curious to see how Bran plays the I know what you did last summer with Jon. Is he going to bring up the most recent I know what you did, which was you slept with your aunt? She's your aunt? You slept with her? Is he going to pull that with Jon? Because, you know, he did it with everyone. He did it with Arya. He did it with Sansa. He did it with Baelish. He does it. That's his thing. He even did it with Sam a little bit. So when he sees Jon for the first time, it's going to be fucking amazing when he's like, hey, bro, you remember last night? You were, you know, that's your aunt. So let's talk business. Like, how do you, oh my God, I don't know. Women can go topless legally in Maine. What? Sounds like I might be moving to Maine. School zones. Oh yeah, Just Chris, you're about to get mod status, bro. I forgot you joined Patreon. Just Chris, you are now moderator. Don't abuse it, please. Do not abuse the power. Do not abuse the power. Oh man, did you guys hear? This was, I know I'm like a week late on this, but not really. I tweeted it. Did you guys hear that the dude that does the narrating for the Game of Thrones books died? That's fucked up, man. Who are we gonna have read us Winds of Winter? I mean, I vote for I think, honestly, I think Tywin would do a really good job. The actor who plays Tywin has an amazing voice. That would work. I mean, I volunteered to do it. It's a lot of reading, though. Like, it's a lot of reading. Please play Thumb War with that like button. I like that. I like that. I like that. What about Ghost? Oh man, Ghost. Honestly, you know, a lot of people were upset with not seeing him. I am too. He was in a scene that got cut, supposedly, and I say supposedly because, you know, hopefully we'll get to see it when the DVD for season 6 drops. The digital release is already out, but I don't think they've released like the one with all the extras. We didn't see him because if we had saw him, he would have died. Now he definitely will be around in this next season, but the question is, if we see him, will he die? I feel like the only way for it to be super bitter is if every single person's familiar dies. Okay, I've been playing a little bit too much RPG games. If every person's pet dies, so if you have Nymeria going into battle with Ghost and the super pack of regular wolves, they'll probably all die, or at least do some damage and then die. You know, Daenerys is probably going to lose both dragons. It just doesn't make sense that you can have the show end and have these magical creatures left. Now, I'm not saying a direwolf is a magical creature, but a dragon sure as hell is. And the idea of having an animal that you bond with that saves your life in numerous times, it just makes sense that the stakes are so high that we just lose characters like that. Like, it's gonna suck, dude. It's gonna suck. Watching Summer die by getting stabbed to death by all those whites in season 6, that was terrible to watch. I couldn't watch. I literally had to just, like, almost fast forward through it. It was terrible. It was only like a split second on screen, but I still, even though I've seen season 6 like 5 million times all the way through now, it's still hard for me to watch. So to answer your question about Ghost, I do think Ghost will be passing away this season. I'm not excited about it. Alright, so reports this weekend say that Peter Dinklage has once again become a father. Oh wow, congratulations, dude. Welcoming his second child with his wife, Erica Schmidt. The actor must have hurried back to the US for the occasion, as Watchers on the Wall sources report that they spotted Peter Dinklage and the Mountain in Belfast last week. The Mountain doesn't seem to be in Belfast now, based on his Instagram. Ideally, Dinklage has some time off to enjoy his new bundle of joy before hurrying back to the set. You gotta love these exciting days of filming season. The pink GOT signs are popping up everywhere. And Sue ends the article by saying, "Happy filming season, everyone." Hell yeah, I don't know if we've gotten confirmed, like, pictures of, like, people actually filming certain scenes. But, nonetheless, I'm just scanning the articles to see if there's anyone that I want to check. I guess we'll check out this Daenerys one real quick, and then I'm just going to straight do questions for the rest of the podcast. All right. Oh, man, I love her. When you're... okay, this is once again from Watching the Wall. This article is written by Samantha Wallace. Thank you for sharing this with us, Samantha. She says, when you're competing on a nationally televised show, you're likely to take all the well wishes you can get. But good luck, text and phone calls pale in comparison to a video direct from the Mother of Dragons, Emilia Clarke herself. She appears to have made the video in her trailer at the Belfast. Oh my gosh, my reading skills are just off this morning. It's actually the afternoon. Game of Thrones, where season 8 has been filming this week. She did it for comedian Susan Coleman, a contestant on the BBC's Strictly Come Dancing, a competition that pairs celebrities with professional dancers. Clarke, her newly dyed blonde hair hidden under a hair wrap, performed a Thrones-themed routine this week, and that Chalman will be in full Daenerys costume. Susan, my sources tell me that you are playing the Mother of Dragons this week on Strictly Come Dancing. As the Mother of Dragons herself, I wanted to wish you luck because you are my favorite. Oh, I thought I was your favorite. Well, let's watch the video. Let's see what she says.
Susan.
Ooh.
My sources tell me that you are playing the Mother of Dragons.
I just got goosebumps and she didn't even say Mark. Well, I'm sorry. I know you guys can't hear this.
On Strictly Come Dancing. As the Mother of Dragons myself, I wanted to wish you luck.
She's looking in
because
character.
You are my favorite. You and adorable Kevin, I want to win.
Look at those lips.
My dragons and I will be watching, waiting, patiently, to see you win Strictly Come Dancing.
She's almost...
I believe in you, Susan. You go get him.
The fucking sarcasm was rampant on that. Gosh, she almost did like a Cersei thing there. Oh, that was awesome. You imagine if she sent me a message and she goes, Mark. I'd be like, oh, I would probably pass out from excitement. I would just fall out and just be like, oh man, crazy. I don't know if you guys could hear that, and if you couldn't, I'm sorry. But she basically was just doing her thing, telling the contestant that she's, you know, she's glad you're her favorite. I've actually never seen that show. I can imagine though that it's something probably similar to like American Idol, maybe, or So You Think You Can Dance, or what's the other American one? You've Got Talent. I imagine it's something like that. Or Dancing with the Stars, which is actually pretty much like celebrities being paired with professional dancers. I hope she poops in Santa's mouth. What? Justin Kelly, what's up, bro? What the hell does that mean? You hope she poops in Santa's mouth? Santa's mouth? Sansa's mouth? I think that's your autocorrect probably got you there. That's funny. Kylie Winchester says, I couldn't give any less of a fuck about the direwolves, to be honest. Like, give me dragons or give me death. Also, I want Arya dead. Badly. Whoa! Whoa! Hold up! You said some offensive ass shit in that, and I don't know which one to which one to pick apart first. Okay, so we'll just choose the first one. You don't give a fuck about direwolves? Really? So you didn't feel nothing when Summer was being stabbed to death, yelping by whites. And you can see blood gushing from her, and you've been with Summer since season 1. You didn't feel nothing? You also want to tell me you didn't feel nothing when Ned had to kill Lady? When Ned had to snap his own daughter's direwolf's neck? You want to tell me you also didn't feel nothing when they shot bolts into Robb's direwolf's cage, when they killed Grey Wind, when they loaded it with arrows, then cut its head off and put it on his body and tranced it around? You didn't feel shit. And if you answered no to that, then you might not be human. But I guarantee you felt something during some of those scenes. So that part where you said you could give a fuck about the direwolves, I understand. You know, there's more important stuff to get to. But honestly, the direwolves are a crucial element to the show. They are House Stark. They're symbolic of House Stark. So if all of the direwolves were dead, I'm pretty sure all of House Stark would be dead as well. But I just don't know. I can't agree with that, with you saying I don't give a shit about direwolves. I understand the necessity of, or like the importance of other things before getting to the direwolves. So that I kind of agree with. But just saying you don't care about the direwolves, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry, I can't. Give me dragons or give me death, totally hardcore all the way. If we don't have like enough dragon scenes this season, I will be pretty pissed off. It's the final season. As far as wanting Arya dead, not really. When I was watching season 7 and when I thought she was about to kill Sansa, I kind of wish someone would come in there and beat her up and beat some sense into her, but I never wanted her dead. I would never want any member of House Stark dead. Maybe Catelyn, but she was a bitch. Like, yeah, I mean, we can all sit here and say that Catelyn Tully, and I'll say Tully because I don't like giving her that moniker of Stark, was a bitch. She was. I hated the way she treated Jon. I hated the way she went behind Robb's back and basically ruined the entire fucking plan that he had by releasing Jaime. Honestly, it was kind of a good thing that she released Jaime, because if she hadn't done that, Jaime wouldn't have sent Brienne with Oathkeeper to go and protect Sansa and Arya. Even though they were kind of, you know, doing it for themselves, she did save Sansa last second. So I guess if Catelyn had never released, you know what though? That's not true, because Catelyn had already had Brienne swore herself to her, so she would have done that regardless. You know what I mean? So her releasing Jaime, either way, Catelyn Tully is a bitch, and I think 90% of us can agree with that. As far as you saying I want Arya dead, I just can't. I can't do that. She definitely needs to be taught a lesson. But you know, now that we saw it from the end, she, you know, she's obviously, she had some. They had a plan the whole time. So, Allison says, putting the kids down for a nap. Hi again. Hello again, and I hope that you put your kids down well. Didn't really know what to say if you couldn't tell. Alexandria says, Catelyn kind of had reason to be a bitch. I mean, she shouldn't have taken it out on Jon, but Ned having been so noble and cheating, bringing home a bastard, I don't know how any woman would react. Yeah, but it was like she had like 18 fucking years to get over it, and she was still treating Jon like an asshole. Jon didn't have nothing to do with it. Jon is just a child. He's innocent. That's almost like, let's say you're married to this woman. She has a child with another person, and you raise that child as your own, but the whole time you're raising that kid, you treat him like he's the reason, like he cheated on you, like he's your wife. You take your frustrations out. She didn't take him out on Ned because she didn't have the balls to do that, even though she probably could have. She probably could have talked to Ned about it, and Ned could have explained. I understand the secrecy, but I feel like it would have been safe to tell Catelyn. Who the fuck is she gonna tell? Would she have told Robert? I guess she could have told Robert. Robert would have killed Jon immediately. I don't know. I understand what you're saying, and like I totally see her side a little bit. Like obviously her husband, you know, but then the thing with that is, it's like, well, she wasn't even set to marry Ned, so it's like, you know, her and Ned had Robb, but were they really in love? It was an arranged marriage. You know what I mean? Like I know they're in love after the fact, but were they at that time? It's like, I don't know. I don't think she has an excuse to take it out on Jon. Jon Snow's innocent. He had nothing to do with, you know, being born. You can't help being born. That's like, I don't even know. Let me rephrase that. I felt something when they died, just on the principle that an animal is dying. I just don't see why everyone wants to see them so badly. I don't see why they need screen time. Cause they're badass. They're the die. Anytime they're on screen, unless they're being petted or something, they kill some bad guys. That's why we want to see them on screen. Amberlyn McKay says, sorry guys, it was just a flippant comment I made about Arya. It would have come off differently in person. No. Amber, I was responding to what Kylie was saying about how she thought Arya would be dead. But if you said something like that, well, let's discuss. What was your comment? 9, Nickel says, Jon's older than Robb, and Ned wasn't betrothed to Catelyn at the time. And Ned couldn't trust her because of her relationship with Littlefinger. I don't know about that. I mean, obviously, yes, Robb... No, that's actually not true. Jon is younger than Robb. I'm gonna look it up right here so you can see it, but I'm pretty sure Robb is the oldest. Don't look at how badly I spelled Ned Strakes. I don't think I clicked on the right one. Go to Robb's. Yep, King Robb Stark was the eldest son of Lord Eddard Stark. Well, let me look at the year he was born in. 281, and Jon was born in 282, or 283 actually. So yeah. Direwolves are essential to the story, especially in the books. True. Catelyn got pregnant by Brandon before marriage. I don't know about that. I do know that she was betrothed to Brandon. A lot of people think that Robb could be Brandon's son. A lot of people also thought that Brandon and Ashara could be Jon Snow's parents. I don't think that. I think if it's Ashara Daenerys' mother, I think Ned is his father. No, not even Trueborn. Ned is, sorry, Robb is just the oldest. Jon was born in 282. Robb was born in 281, so he's a year older than him. We started going down that rabbit hole of book theories that still have yet to been proven incorrectly. Now, there's some YouTubers who swear up and down they can bash, you know, anything that's not R plus L equals J, which is not true because I've seen those videos and it's not that much of a strong case because every single point they make, I can make a counterpoint to debate that. So, you know, nothing is really confirmed to be completely out of question as a theory until, like, for this to be completely squashed, George literally has to write in the books, and Jon Snow's father was Rhaegar Targaryen, and his mother was Lyanna Stark. That's the only way to really, you know, and until then, there's always some counterpoints that you can make. Whatever you think your points are the strongest, Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire are such a vast fucking universe, I guarantee you I can come up with a counterpoint for any of that. Do y'all think we will see Dark Sister in Season 8? And if so, who will use it now that Arya has Catspaw? Good question. No, I don't think we'll be seeing Dark Sister. I think it would have been the perfect chance to show it as the sword that Mira Reed took from Bloodraven's cave. Excuse me, Three-Eyed Raven. People get pissed off. His name's Bloodraven in the books. Three-Eyed Raven on the goddamn TV show. But either way, that would have been the perfect chance to bring it up. Now that they didn't have that, I can't see it being brought up at all. I think Arya's Catspaw dagger will serve the same purpose of that. Like, maybe we'll find out that Catspaw is actually Dark Sister, just been filed down and changed, you know, passed through many owners, and they changed the hilt and made it shorter. It was supposedly a woman's weapon. It was a slender blade, very lightweight, easy to use. So, you know, there's that. Also, I'm going to say it. I want Jon Snow dead more than almost anyone. I hate him. I've hated him since season 1. Please don't kill. And he hides under something. Kylie, are you trolling us right now? You want Jon dead more than anyone else? Are you serious? And then you say you want Euron dead? Like, I understand that Euron, he's a bad guy, but he's still, he has awesome lines on the show. Are you saying, like, you have to be trolling? There's no fucking way you're being serious right now. What? You want Jon Snow dead? You've wanted him dead since season. What has Jon done to you? Jon has been like, Honestly, the perfect character. There's literally never been a scene that Jon Snow's been in where I'm like, God damn, dude, Jon, shut up. There's been scenes where I'm yelling at my screen like, dude, don't fucking do that. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Or don't go there. Don't go do that. Don't be an idiot. Don't walk outside and go see your Uncle Benjen because he's not out there. You know, but the character, obviously, the showrunners, their favorite character are Jon Snow. No one delete Kylie's messages. She's been very present in the chat. She's just telling me her opinions, which is good. I'm just commenting back to them. So please, if someone deleted her message, don't. Just, you know, let her speak her mind. This is a free space. This is literally the rest of the world. You might not have true freedom of speech, but in my chat, as long as you are not saying, which I guess would make it freedom of speech, as long as you are not saying something blatantly stupid, or like offensive to a race of people or a nationality of people, you're allowed to say whatever the hell you want to, because that's just how it is. It's freedom of speech. I believe in that all the way. Just because you don't agree with someone, you can't silence them. That's the worst fucking thing you can do, because if anything, you're giving them more power. People start to become curious about, okay, so why are you shutting this person down? Let me go see what they're about. And then, you know, it's just like that. But yeah, so she says, I'm not trolling. I don't like him. He irritates me. He's just the perfect hero type character. He's boring. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, so let me combat that. Perfect hero type would be Jon Snow finding out who his parentage are, becoming the leader that he's destined to be, never dying, never having a chance to like really explore his character. He's just always doing great shit. Couldn't disagree with that more. Jon Snow has been through so much shit. He's gone to the lands of always winter. No, sorry. He's gone to north of the wall and back several times. He's just barely made it with his life. He's got amazing dialogue with certain characters. He's not predictable in the sense that you can tell what the fuck he's going to do next. You can judge the direction he's going to go, but he's definitely not boring. He's had some of the best scenes with giving speech. Like, if I had to choose Daenerys or Jon Snow, obviously I'm going to choose Daenerys. I'm a huge fan of Daenerys. But if I had to choose the speeches they give to arouse the people they, you know, that associate themselves with them, Jon gives better speeches. Jon has the best dialogue on the show. He's never in a scene where I'm like, man, fuck, when is this scene going to end? There were several scenes last season where I'm like, Daenerys, just shut up, baby. Just like, stop talking. Like, you're coming off like a 12-year-old spoiled little brat. I've never had that with Jon. There's never been a scene in all 7 seasons, in all 70, okay, not 70, 67 episodes of this television show. I have never had an episode of Jon Snow where I'm like, yo, dude, get the fuck off the screen. I've never had that. And I'm not saying that I'm like that with Daenerys, but I'm definitely like that with other characters. You know what I mean? Like early Sansa. I'm like, God, why are we wasting our time on this spoiled little brat? Get her the fuck off the screen. I hated Sansa. I don't anymore, but I did. You know, and there's lots and lots of characters. Mace Tyrell. Why is this idiot on screen singing right now? Like, they're in Bravos. I want to find out what happens with Arya. Why is this idiot on screen singing? I hate him. But I've never felt like that with Jon. Ever. Kylie's breaking my heart. Yeah, what are you doing, Kylie? What are you doing? Yeah, Helen, I agree. I didn't almost, I mean, I was upset. Hell yeah, I was literally, I jumped up and down. Like, my girlfriend thought there was something wrong with me. When he was getting stabbed, I literally threw my headphones off, threw them at the fucking computer screen, and just was spazzing out. I was like, oh my fucking God. I had to pause the episode mid-stab and go and smoke a cigarette. That's how fucking insane it was. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, like y'all said, Jon and Daenerys are the glue. If you didn't have them, you wouldn't have ice, you wouldn't have fire. Who all wants to see Jon Snow ride Drogon next season? I would love for y'all to let me know in the chat who you want to see, or if you think Jon will ride Drogon. I think the only way for that to happen is if Daenerys is pregnant and she's having their baby, and Jon has to go right off into battle, or if Daenerys dies. Now, I obviously don't want it to be the latter of those two, but that could also be another option. So you guys let me know down below in the chat, and if you're watching this later, down below in the comments section, who you think should be. John T. Savage says, I don't know, Mark. Jon was annoying in the early seasons. Give me an example. Give me an example. I'll debate you real quick. I want to see Jon ride Viserion. Screw it. Let's go. Let's go all undead dragon. I want to see Jon ride Viserion. I will be announcing a giveaway, but I'm gonna wait till a video to announce that. My videos tend to get a little bit more views than the live streams, but there is another giveaway coming up, and the person who won the last giveaway is actually in the chat right now, and believe it or not, she hasn't even received her prize yet because HBO is fucking slacking. So apparently what she won was the Night King twin pack. It was basically the Night King and his buddy. It was supposed to become available October 21st. They sent me an email 2 days later on the 23rd, I think, and they said, sorry, we aren't able to make these orders. We're selling a lot more than they think they are. We'll let you know as soon as it sends out. That was like 5 days ago. I've yet to receive another email from these fuckers telling me when it's going to be sent out. It might have already been sent, and I don't know, and it could be on its way up to your house, Alex. I don't know. But either way, that was the last prize. She's here in the chat, and once she gets it, I want her to take a picture of it and post it on Twitter. And once I get an email, you know, I'll check my email right now. Once I get an email from them, like on an update, if I haven't gotten it by tomorrow, I'm going to call. You can't call HBO. I'm gonna email them back. Like I'm basically gonna contact customer support. I should be able to call like a 1-800 number or something. Yeah, let me check my email right now real quick. But yeah, once you get that, please take a picture of it and post it online. Post it on Twitter and tag me. I will share it with everyone. But yeah, the next giveaway, I'm not gonna announce it here, but it is coming up. So stay tuned for that video. Let's take a few more questions. And we've been streaming for about an hour and 5 minutes, and I think that's perfect time to allow people to go back and watch. It's not going to be overwhelming like an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. I think right around an hour and 10 minutes is perfect. So let's get in a few more questions and maybe even some debate points, and then, you know, we'll take it from there. John T. Savage, he came off as a bit of a spoiled brat when he became friends with Pip and Grin. I don't really see that. I look at it as he's slowly become more humbled over time throughout the seasons. But you got to remember, every single one of our main characters is from a prominent house in Westeros. So they're raised to be almost as if they're better than lower class people. They are. They're highborn. So even though Jon Snow was a bastard, he was still raised in a castle, taught to fight by the master of arms at a castle. He was eating some of the best food. You know, he might not have had a giant room in the castle. He might not have been treated exactly the same, but Ned treated him pretty fair as far as bastards in their father's eyes in the North. So because of that, you can't help but just not necessarily act like you're better, but you think you are. You know, it's just been instilled in you. You're better, and then, you know, slowly as season 1 goes on, as season 2 goes on, Jon starts to become more down to earth and more humanized, and he realizes that all these people that he initially thought were. And Jon's not the type of person to think someone's lower than him, but the way he acts, he just can't help come off as a bit pompous because that's how he's been raised. It's like these people, obviously northern people, northern lords, you know, him being raised by a highborn house, that's just how he's going to act. But then slowly he realized that they're not any, he's not any better than them, which is why he sacrifices himself to save these people. So it's just like with Tyrion. Tyrion comes off as the biggest fucking douchebag ever until he slaps, until he slaps Tommen. No, he never slapped Tommen. He actually slapped Joffrey. But can you imagine if he did slap Tommen? I think that'd be pretty funny. But no, I mean, he comes off as a huge fucking, like, just an asshole. I'm like, I'm never gonna like this character. I will never like this character. There's no reason for me to ever want to find out what happens to this character, to care if this character lives or dies. Like, I just hate him. But then 3 episodes later, Tyrion is #1 in my book. Like, literally, Jon Snow, Daenerys, Tyrion. All of them tied super close. It's obviously Daenerys first, then Jon Snow right at #1, and then Tyrion right in second place with Arya, Brienne, and Sandor. But you know, that's just how they you just like, and not to mention the acting gets a little bit better because they've gotten years of experience in playing that character, so they might not come off as a bit, you know, spoiled or whatever. But when you look at Jon's journey, like, I don't even call it being annoying. I call it being more of a child. He's become a man, you know. Let me grab another question here. For me, Jon is boring just because he's such an almost purely good person, and I tend to gravitate towards morally gray / semi-anti-hero characters like Tyrion. I feel you on that. I understand. Sometimes characters with a little bit of baggage are the most fun characters, i.e. Deadpool. You know, Euron Greyjoy, Jaime. I mean, Euron is pretty much not gray. He's pretty much all the way black. He's evil. Who dies first, the Night King or Cersei, and how will they be killed? Good question. Obviously, the Night King is not going to die before anyone else. I mean, sorry, obviously the night, yeah, he's not gonna die, and then we're gonna have other people. His death is probably gonna take place in the last episode. You can come back in, little buddy. Come up here. Say hi to them first. So yeah, no, the Night King will likely be alive until the very last episode. Relax, Anubis, relax. Just calm down. Okay. You can go up there. But I don't think that saying, oh shit, he doesn't want to go up there. Damn, buddy. You alright? You slipped. You almost fell. That would have been really funny. Okay, so I don't think Cersei's gonna die. I've been saying that for a long time. But I think the Night King is gonna die last episode. So I guess the Night King would die before Cersei. I just don't see Cersei dying. And if she does, then more power to it. I'm not a big fan of her character. I love Lena Headey. She's like, or Lena Headey. She's an amazing actress. So honestly, any character she plays, I'm gonna like. I'm not saying I put Cersei as my top characters, but she's definitely in my top favorite 5. You know what I mean? She's probably number 5, but it's just because she's so deliciously evil and she's extremely attractive. So that, you know, that also plays to that effect. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like that way. Like some of my, you know, Sandor is a bit of someone with a troubled past. You know, he didn't start off as a good dude. He killed the butcher's boy. And as a matter of fact, I actually have a panel from Crown of Thrones. I can't remember. I think I released the whole thing. Nope, I only released 20 minutes of it. That's because that's all I was allowed to release. But I can upload the full thing on my Patreon if you guys want. I just have to like actually edit it into a video, and it took probably about an hour and a half last time, because the video itself is like 45 minutes long, and I have to like string it all together and then add visual aids and stuff and make it look pretty. So yeah, that's an extremely time-consuming type of thing. I saw Ricky Rich. What did you comment? Let me see. Jon is gonna know that he has dragon blood by the three-eyed raven, or he will get burned by dragonfire, and everyone else will be surprised by the. See, that's not all Targaryens are fireproof though. That's just Daenerys. Something that they made up for the show. Even it is mentioned. I mean, it's mentioned in the books that Daenerys gets into a really hot bath and she doesn't notice it. Like she doesn't notice it burning her or whatever. But I don't think that's the case with Jon Snow. I think that's with Daenerys because she has 3 dragons. She uses their fire magic to insulate her body, and that's how she's like fire retardant. But I don't think that can be said for Jon. We actually saw Jon grab a brazier in the earlier seasons and it burned his hand. So yeah, I don't think he's fire resistant. As far as him finding out that he has dragon blood by Bran, that's definitely gonna happen. But that would be cool if they did make Jon fireproof, and then he like somehow was like got caught in the middle of basically like he got caught in the middle of Dragonflame or something in that massive battle, and then he's like everyone thinks he's dead and he's gonna be burned to a pile of ash or something, and he just gets up and walks out like, oh, I just don't have any hair. That'd be cool. Amberly McKay says, Talking Thrones received from anonymous person a supposedly new leak of Season 8 outline. Did you see it? It's ridiculous. No, I don't watch his videos, but there's not been any new Season 8 leaks. What he was doing a video on, and I haven't seen the video, so I don't know. It's just you just asked me. It's just my opinion. I don't watch his videos. I don't watch anybody's Game of Thrones videos anymore. I did during the season because it was entertainment for me. I wanted to see what other people thought of certain things on the show because I'm not like talking with these people, so I can just go watch their videos and see what their opinions are. But I haven't been doing that at all. I kind of like, not only have I been having a crappy couple of weeks, but I've been so like depressed and out of it that I don't even feel like doing stuff that normally entertains me, like Game of Thrones, watching Game of Thrones content. Usually that entertains me. But anyway, I haven't seen that video, but there has, as far as I know, and I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I just started reading something. I thought someone was trolling me. But no, I haven't heard any new leaks. And usually, you know, I check Free Folk subreddit daily. And if there was a new leak, it would be on that. So I think he's probably just was using the old Season 8 leaks. And yeah, those are a bit ridiculous. Some of them, you know, I've done videos on them actually. It should be linked down below. If not, you can go check them out on my channel. I'll have them on a playlist for Season 8 plot leak stuff. But I honestly, I mean, I don't know. I think there are certain parts that are good, and those parts that are good, anyone can predict. The way that if you pay attention to the show and you watched it several times, you can judge the direction the show is going, just like you could with season 7. Like, everyone likes to say, oh, the season 7 plot leaks were fucking insane, they predicted everything. Yeah, but some of them were written after known filming spoilers were already out. So they used that information and combined with natural direction of the story to get a really good plot leak. Now, yes, there were entire scripts that were leaked, there were entire episodes that were leaked, but just to say the plot leak as a whole was just completely accurate, no, it's not true. You can tell the direction certain characters are going if you pay attention to the show. I'm prepping for Hodor in the King's Army on screen. Who needs heroin? Hopefully no one. That shit is terrible. I lost my grandma and 3 friends from high school to that shit, so that is not cool. Cold Hands, aka Benjen and Bran, will face the Night King in season 6, and he needs to be ready. What will happen? How will that go down? Okay, so this is gonna be one of the last questions I answer. Bran is going to fight, and I've been saying this for literally 6 months now. Bran is going to fight the Night King on the metaphysical plane, aka the Weirwood Net. Jon Snow and Daenerys and her dragons will be attacking him in the physical realm. So while he's taken up battling Bran in the WARG, he's going to slightly lose a little bit of control over his troops. Jon Snow will take that upon himself, hopefully get close enough to him, and, you know, Bran can walk in his visions, so there's no reason why he can't carry a sword with him into those visions. And I feel like Bran's not the greatest warrior, but, you know, he could fight the Night King or maybe stab him, sacrificing himself as he does it in the metaphysical plane, and then Jon Snow and Daenerys kill him in the physical plane. So that's how I think that will go down. As far as Bran being prepared, he's been doing nothing but stalking people's visions, so I think he's ready. He has enough information to do so. Amberlyn McKay says, isn't it weird that Benjen's death wasn't addressed by Jon yet in the show? I mean, not really. He hasn't had enough time. Really, all we've seen him was healing on a boat when he wakes up to the beautiful angel Daenerys, and then we see him again a few times after that, but mainly it's the sex scene. He just hasn't had time to address it. I think it'll be brought up as soon as he gets home to Winterfell. He'll be telling his, you know, brothers and sisters that their Uncle Benjen was alive this whole time, but now he's dead. I'm trying to look for a good last question to go out on. The leaks are totally fake and lame. I feel you. Heroin not cool. Yes, Alex, it's really not. It's one of the worst things ever. I shouldn't even be smiling when I say that. Q&A. Some people theorize that the Night King will double back to Castle Black. I think that's foolish to do only for a few men. Do you think he will be going south or doubling back? I think he's going to go to Castle Black just because it's known all over the realm that the Castle Black is the fort that guards the realms of men. That's where the Night's Watch is. And I feel like symbolically he thinks he has to kill the Night's Watch, all of the Night's Watch, before invading Westeros, which makes sense of why he attacked from Eastwatch by the Sea. And then it wouldn't make sense for him to walk along the wall down south, but if he has to take out the Night's Watch in his mind, that's why he would go to Castle Black. Alright, Denny Carson, take it easy, Mark, love the hair. Well, thank you for loving my hair, but my name is spelled with a K. With a K. What is this? This is not a K. Okay, is that a K? There we go. With a K, not with a C. I just threw up gang signs at you guys. Hell fucking yeah. Alright, so we're right at an hour and 18 minutes. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you could please slap a like on this video. I haven't asked you guys to slap a like on this at all, but I'm asking you now to do so if you're watching this right now, if you're watching this later. Please slap a like on this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Spread this video throughout the, share it on your Twitter, share it on your Facebook. Do whatever the hell you want to, but we chatted Game of Thrones for an hour. My name's Mark. I want to thank you all so much for watching. This has been Sir Hunt's Reviews. Let my little outro play. Let my outro play. Alright, guys. I'll see you later.